Oh, thank you, Mrs. Abbott. It's time for some magical science. Hello everyone, it's Miss Wyer here. Welcome to today's magical love potion. You will need bicarbonate of soda, vinegar, some red paint or colour of your choice, a paintbrush or something to mix it with, a pipette or syringe or a spoon, and something to do the experiment in. It could be a glass jar, a plastic jar, cup, whatever you want to use. I'm going to use these big test tubes today. So today I'm going to be using one of these large test tubes for my love potion. The first thing I'm going to do is take some bicarbonate of soda. I'm going to take a big scoop and pop it in the bottom of my test tube. Oops, I'm making a mess. That's okay. I can clean it up later. And put another scoop in. There we go. So I've put in bicarbonate of soda at the bottom. Then what I'm going to do is take a bowl and some white vinegar, and I'm going to pour it just a little bit into the bowl. Oh, smells. And then I'm going to add in a bit of colour. So I'm just going to use a tiny bit of paint. And I'm going to mix it. Whoa, it's a lovely, lovely colour. A lovely red for Valentine's Day, for love, for the love potion. Okay, I think that's all mixed up. Now, I need a bit of magic and a sprinkle of magical glitter. Then what I'm going to do is, you can either take a syringe, or you can use a pipette, or you can just use a spoon. Get some of the glittery red potion, pop it in to the test tube, and we should see a reaction. I'm going to put a little bit more in, and I'm going to get a big syringe full, and then pop it in so we get an even, whoa, bigger explosion of love potion. I'm going to mix it up a bit, and then if you want it to keep fizzing, all you've got to do is just add more vinegar, and it will react with the bicarbonate of soda. Ooh, let's do a magic. Tap, tap, tap. I'm mixing that bicarbonate of soda at the bottom with the vinegar. Give it some more. Wow. I've got my magical glittery red love potion. So what happens here is the baking soda and vinegar react chemically because one is a base and the other is an acid. Baking soda is a basic compound called sodium bicarbonate. Vinegar is a diluted solution that contains acetic acid. The baking soda and vinegar reaction is actually two separate reactions. The first reaction is the acid-base reaction. When vinegar and baking soda are first mixed together, hydrogen ions in the vinegar react with the sodium and bicarbonate ions in the baking soda. The result of this initial reaction is two new chemicals, carbonic acid and sodium acetate. The second reaction is a decomposition reaction. The carbonic acid formed as a result of the first reaction immediately begins to decompose into water and carbon dioxide gas, which is why you get the bubbles, just like in a fizzy drink. That rises to the top of the mixture, and then this creates the bubbles and the foam that we've just seen in our magical potion. If you enjoy making your magical love potion, let's try another experiment. Remember to always ask permission before you do any activity, and please stay safe. Bye. To make salt heart crystals, you will need water, salt, string, pipe cleaners, a lollipop stick or a pencil instead, a glass jar or a plastic cup, something you can see through. So I've got my glass jar ready. You can use a plastic cup, it's up to you. We need some pipe cleaners. Here I've made a white heart with a pipe cleaner, and I've also made a red heart with a pipe cleaner. It's up to you what shape you make, but I've gone for hearts for the theme of love. And then I'm going to take some string and tie one end of a piece of string to the heart and tie the other end of the piece of string to a lollipop stick. It doesn't have to be a lollipop stick, you could use a pencil instead. I'm just going to check now that the heart doesn't quite touch the bottom of the glass. So I'm just measuring carefully here so I know how much to wrap the string around the lollipop stick. Once I've tied the end to the lollipop stick, my love heart is ready to go. I've taken it out of the glass jar, ready to fill up with some warm water, just about halfway full. And then I'm going to add in some salt, just some normal table salt. I'm going to put in about 3 scoops. Once I've done this, I'm going to mix it with my magic wand. If you haven't got a magic wand, it doesn't matter. Use a spoon. Use whatever you can. Pencil, doesn't matter. Mix it all in until the salt starts to dissolve into the warm water. Then you need to add in your heart attached to the lollipop stick, but make sure it doesn't touch the bottom of the glass, but make sure it's completely covered in water. Here you can see my crystal heart pipe cleaner ready to go. I need to put it somewhere warm so that the water evaporates, leaving behind the salt. The salt will form crystals on the pipe cleaner, which create a beautiful salt crystal heart effect. This is because we've made a supersaturated solution, in which the solution, the liquid, contains more salt than water can usually hold. When the heated water cools, it makes conditions very unstable, so the dissolved salt will leave the water and grab onto the string and the pipe cleaner. As the water evaporates, the salt stays behind, making it even more unstable and encouraging the crystal to grow. You might need to leave this for a while because it's not very warm at the moment. You could always pop it near a radiator. But whatever you do, make sure you ask permission first and always think safety first. Once all the water has evaporated, you'll be left with something that looks like these beautiful crystal hearts. Everyone, for invisible messages, you will need some paper towels, some felt tip pens, and a bowl of water. Take a piece of paper towel and just roughly fold it over so you know about where to do your writing. You need to do your writing on the one side so that it can't be seen when it's folded over. So write your message in felt tip pen and then fold it over so nobody can see. Then, with your bowl of water, you'll get your message and just place it in and it will magically appear. Here are some of my messages to you. I hope you've enjoyed your science experiments. Take care and we'll see you very soon, hopefully. Bye. Now it's time to go to Mr. Butler.